I think you're muted.
Hey everyone, this is Alicia, also known as AVP. So just want to let you know. Hang on.
Technical difficulty, guys. Please bear with us.
All right, sorry, folks. So my name is Alicia, also known as AVP. So as you guys know from the intro, I do a lot of different things. Good to see you, cool dudes. So the thing is, we do a lot of different things on this channel, and basically, I have a GoFundMe that I'm trying to do, and that's been kind of slow going. And the only way I can put it nicely is I'm trying to raise funds for my mom to go to another state. Tentatively, it was going to be me and her. But then I got engaged, and it happened where basically we shifted all of that plans around. But my mom still was planning on moving. That's never changed. Now it's shifting basically where we want her moved, but we also want to make sure that she's settled and all of that happens. The thing is, in order to make these kind of moves happen, it's expensive and it's not cheap. That's how I can put it nicely. It's not cheap. And so my fiance and I are planning on getting married here in Maryland. And then eventually we will go back to the West Coast where he lives and live there. But the thing is, in order to make moves and stuff like that happen, it's not cheap. What I'm doing tonight is calling out these scammers. Unfortunately, I get scammers constantly. Whenever I try to promote my GoFundMe, like any typical campaigner out there, I try to say, hey, I've got a GoFundMe. Could you please help get the word out? Retweet it, donate money to it if you can donate to it. Hey, Mir. So the problem is we've got scammers out there trying to steal money that I'm getting to my GoFundMe. And basically, I'm sick of it. I'm really, really pissed at this. It's just frustrating. It's really, really frustrating as heck, and I'm sick of it.
Unfortunately, scammers are everywhere, but it's just
Yes,
so annoying to constantly get
it
scammers after
is.
you.
The problem is, too, is that they say the standard line. Oh, I'm here to help you. Let me see your campaign and I can see what I can do to make sure you get fully funded within so much time.
Luckily, scammers are predictable and use the same lines over and over again. Just watch any of
Exactly.
the scam baiters. I would
Exactly.
know.
And
I've
that's
been
what I'm
watching them.
and it's unfortunate too because they prey on anybody and everybody out there. And I'm just sick to death of them. I'm just frustrated beyond words with that. I really am. It's just ridiculous. I mean, enough. I'm just trying to make a normal life for myself, you know? But yeah, I'm really, really sick of these spammers out there because they think, oh, let me make this happen for you. Really? You're going to take money that I'm getting as a gift and you want to take it for yourself.
How do you think we're gonna fall for that? Seriously. But unfortunately, some people do fall for that, but don't judge them if they do. But
Right. I'm not I'm not saying anybody's bad people because they fall for these scams, because I have fallen for scams, yes. I'm not saying you're a bad person because you do. You're not. Nobody's stupid because you do. The thing that's so unfortunate is that these people, they're like a rat. They
a
smell money.
sneaky rat.
There's my fiance right there. It's like, stop smelling the money and try to steal my money. Clean. Oh.
They can get pretty sneaky, yes, but the trick is
Yes.
finding out their tricks.
Yes, exactly. Because I've seen their lines over and over again. Oh, you have a campaign. Let me help you. Let me see that campaign link. It's right there in the description. It's all right there. Why
Ex-
I need the GoFundMe.
exactly. Platforms are doing nothing about it, and that's just frustrating.
And Twitter lets these people get by with it. They say, "Oh, we don't find that violating our terms and conditions." What do you call it? What do you call it?
Exactly.
These scammers need to be called out, and that's what I'm doing, calling them out. I've gotten two scammers today.
Two scammer
One is the
trying to scammer for the same exact thing. The GoFundMe.
this GoFundMe is not for myself. It was originally for myself and my mother. Then I got engaged. Then we said, you know what? Let's get her moved and let's get her settled and everything like that because it's not fair to expect me to do all of this move by myself. Because family members are not stepping in to help. I'm asking them to help. They'll say, "Oh, I'll help you." Then they say, "Oh, we got a home improvement project. Guess what? We got to do this. We got to do that." Can't Alicia do it? I can't even live a life. I can't even apply for a regular 9 to 5 type job, so to speak, because I had to work on this move for my mom. And then these scammers out there come out there, they smell the money and say, "Oh, I smell money. Can I take some of that money?"
They always think they smell money.
I'm trying to get her to Jackson actually near, which is a little cheaper. I can 2 bedroom place there for about $850. But like I said, it's ridiculous.
Mhm.
It's pissing me off because this move has been on hold for 2 years. And that time I got involved with Jack as friends, and then we later started dating, and then we got engaged, and now I'm not doing it for myself. I'm not. I don't ask for money unless I need help. And if you're trying to steal money that you're donating, why?
And I can vouch for that. She has, she does not ask for help easily. She has never asked for help like this. I have known her for a very, very long time. Way longer than Jack has known her. Sorry, Jack, no offense.
No,
But,
it's fine.
but, she has never asked for help like this, and asking for help like this is a very big thing. And trust me when I say asking for help like this, she's genuine. It's important. It's a need. She wouldn't ask for help like this if she didn't genuinely need this.
Exactly. Because the estimates, when I was getting estimates from movers, they were saying, "Oh, it's going to be about $5,000." That's the most expensive. If you go to the lower spectrum, it's maybe $2,000. But that's still not cheap. I mean, are you expecting my mom to give up her retirement money, her money that she's saving up for bills and stuff like that, to pay for a move that's going about 800 miles from where we're living and still find housing along the way? You're going to expect me to pack up a 1 bedroom place, living room, bathroom, living room, bedroom that's got converted into an office and bedroom, and you're going to expect me to do it all? I'm 37. I'm not a baby anymore. I'm not getting
And
any
let me
younger.
say, just sorry, I thought you were finished.
No, go ahead.
And let me say, just moving 3 hours from one town to another in the same state was expensive enough. Trust me, I did this recently, like I think almost 7 years now. And trust me, that was expensive. And if I'm saying that was expensive, I imagine how expensive the move she's trying to do is.
And
Mm-hmm.
to be honest, we're not even sure if we're gonna end up in San Diego.
Exactly. We don't. We just know we're going to end up somewhere together, but we're trying to do that. I mean, I'm saving up my money that I'm getting from election work for wedding stuff. I mean, It's ridiculous.
Scammers seriously gotta stop.
They need to go F off, honestly.
Mhm.
And I am pissed. You can tell I am very, very pissed.
Mhm.
I'm just sick of this. I really am sick of this mess. I mean, I don't mind you checking in on her, Amir. That'd be a big, big help because honestly, family, I can tell them, oh, I'm engaged. Chirp, 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 chirp. That's crickets chirping. I'm being sarcastic because that's what I get as a response. They don't say, oh, they're just like, oh, so are you? Is she gonna get married before you move or after you move? Like, wait a minute here. Your only niece is.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, my cousin just got married, and uh, we flew over to Oakland to celebrate.
Yeah.
I
You
was
showed me
very
the
happy
pictures
for
of that,
him.
and it was beautiful.
Yeah, I was very happy for him. Um, you know, I don't know why people wouldn't care. Like like for me, I think because they know that I don't normally go out and date people. Um, and it's been a while for me. And then so now that I finally found someone, everyone's been very happy for me. I don't know why it's not that way on your side, but that's on my side. But at least on my side, everyone's happy.
Mm-hmm. Because I hadn't dated and I had bad relationships. I had 2 breakups in one single year, honestly. I had hospitalizations. I was like, and I was like, I was done. Chloe will tell you straight up, I was done with dating until I met Jack. I says, nope, 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 nope.
I had to tell her, try it one more time, just one more time, and
Make
that
her
was
turn on
with her
her.
asking about Jack.
Mm-hmm.
And then there you go. The rest is history.
Yeah, we've been together almost 13 months now.
So you're
But
welcome, Jack.
Right.
but no, these scammers, I'm just sick of them. I mean, I'm not being selfish when I do this. I'm not.
No, you're not. It is
Right.
not selfish
And
to ask for help at all.
there's a lot of whether it's spammers or commercial breaks, it's very hard to turn a corner without finding anyone looking for some sort of compensation. That's why I don't pick up the telephone normally unless I know who's calling, because most likely it's a scammer. I'm not going to pick up if it's a scammer. Um,
Right.
I have ad blocks on my
Mm-hmm.
browsers because I hate ads. I really do, like with a passion. Um, Especially YouTube ads. Fuck, those are annoying. You could be in the
Oh,
middle
yeah.
of a sentence and then suddenly it cuts to like a Gillette commercial, and you're like, "What the fuck?" Anyways,
That's why I have the YouTube Premium. I'm going to have to share that with you once.
yeah,
Share that with you.
and that's why I had to make sure you had that enough money to get that upgraded Hulu subscription, so we didn't have to sit through commercials.
Yes. That was one that was killing our date nights.
Yeah, you
I know,
lucky
just
lovebirds. I still have to sit through commercials.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of people trying to sell me shit because it's happened my whole life, and I'm at a point where I'm just like, no, I'll just tell them no. I don't
This is
care.
what millennials. We grew up on commercials.
I grew up on.
So
yep. Well, that's
I
what
can
they
tell you
buy
stories.
toys.
I can tell you
what?
stories of when I used to be a kid. I'd be watching Nickelodeon, and I would fall for every ad.
I could tell you stories too. I could tell you both stories.
Not the Polly Pocket
I used
ad
to want
or the
almost every
Barbie ad.
toy on almost every commercial that I've seen.
Right. But yeah, I was when I was young, I would fall for every just about every ad. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles came out with pies. I would beg my dad to buy me some turtle pies, fresh from the sewers to you. Um, you know,
Oh yeah.
uh, He-Man, Ghostbusters, uh, Star Trek, Star Wars. Even though Star Trek wasn't on Nickelodeon. No, no, technically the animated series was on Nickelodeon for a little while. Anyways, but yeah, I used to fall through those things so bad that there was a time in my life where I was like, all these people are just trying to fool you into buying shit. You once you realize that, it's very easy to be like, no, I don't want your shit.
I just typically go on my phone or my tablet when I see commercials on Hulu now, so whatever. There you go.
Right,
I multitask.
yeah,
I am the
exactly.
queen of multitasking.
And now like I don't even like watching television anymore
Mm.
because like you can't skip those ads. So
Well, like I said, I don't even have cable, so I'm the queen of multitasking basically. So I just go on my phone on my tablet on commercials.
Mhm.
There
or
you go.
or go to the bathroom. That's what I used to
No,
do. Like,
I'm not that fast.
well, I mean, like I remember at one point every time there was a commercial, I was like pee break, and I would either get up and pee or get up and get something to eat. I don't know, just get up and get out of the
I know that was the only time. Good grief.
yeah.
Yeah, you got to hold
And
it for that long. Yes.
you got some of these shows that um like every 5 minutes they have commercial breaks. Like, ugh.
Oh yes. I hated
And they're like
that.
and
These
it's
game
like an
shows, especially.
and it's like an hour long movie or show or whatever, and it's just like, no, I don't want to see all these ads. But that's how they. I mean, that's how they make their money. That's how you really wouldn't have the television you have today without advertisements, which is why it's such a pain. Because you understand why they exist, but you still hate them.
Oh, I think Mia wanted a link to the stream. Could he said send me a link
I
on
am. That's
Twitter?
what I'm trying to work on right now. That's what I'm working on.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you saw that or not.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, I see it. It's coming. That's why I'm off camera right now.
Okay. I didn't know if you saw it or not. That's all. Just communicating.
Yes, ma'am. I do.
Okay, cool.
One of the more famous. I want to say famous. What am I saying? I'm not famous. One of the more
Infamous.
well well-known incidents in my when I was a child when it came to the commercial stuff was the Power Wheels commercials. There was a
Oh
Power Wheels
yes.
fire truck. I remember that there was a Power Wheels fire truck, but there was also a Power Wheels Barbie car or something like that. And I wanted the fire truck, of course. And my dad was like,
Hmm.
"No, those things are like $200-300." So he was like, "No, those are expensive, too expensive."
I
And
remember
so
wanting the Power Wheels
I
Barbie
would
one.
I was crying. I would in the store crying, having a fit
I
because I couldn't.
remember wanting the Power Wheels Barbie one, but I never got it.
Right, right. It was
Ah.
pink and they had girls riding it in the commercials, so I was like, I want the fire truck.
Of course, 'cause you're a typical boy.
Well, I
You,
mean,
you didn't want girly stuff, probably.
I think you're right, but I also think that the way they made those commercials, it was very specific which commercials were for boys, which commercials were for girls, and which commercials were for like both.
Yeah, yeah, but what I mean by that disclaimer, I honestly don't care who plays with what. Boys can play with girl stuff, girls can play with boy stuff. I don't care. But back then it was like more controversial, and I'm talking like back then when all three of us were kids. Jack probably was more interested in the boy stuff. I was more
Right,
interested in the girl stuff. Whatever, you know.
right.
What
And
the
then they always had these other commercials where they weren't for boys or for they were for either one, and then so you would know because there was no real blue or pink. It was actually very neutral colored. And then of
yeah.
course they put both boys and girls in the commercial.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So,
like a black or something like that, right?
mhm. But yeah, I mean, like I'm trying to think of like, st- like Stacy. It wasn't Stacy like Barbie's like cousin or something like that. They made it very obvious that,
Mattel.
yeah, they made it very obvious that those were uh, for girls. Nowadays,
Yeah.
I think nowadays if you made those commercials, but you just had either boys or girls play with them and have with the neutral colors and shit like that, like you probably have a lot more boys playing with Barbies. You know, I mean, what are Barbies but
Yeah.
action figures for girls?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So,
And boys and girls both, or women and men play the Sims.
hmm,
And what Sims? Virtual Barbies, technically,
true.
right?
In a
Yeah,
way. I mean, I was one of those rare girls that played action figures and Barbies.
But you know what I mean, technically in a way.
hmm,
For
No,
a
I get what you're
virtual
saying.
Barbie house, or what dollhouse
Virtual
kind of
doll,
thing. I don't
yeah,
know.
that's what I call
I
it.
thought it described
Hmm.
that as that kind of once or twice.
Oh, the other one was My Little Pony.
Yeah.
In fact,
Oh
now
my
there's a
god, I
male
hated them, to be honest.
now there's a huge male fan base for My Little Pony, but back then it was mainly marketed for girls.
True. I think the male
Mm-hmm.
fan base is called bronies.
Hmm. Yes, bronies. I
Oh,
mean,
that's right.
I don't get it, but hey, like whatever floats their boat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some people are furries, so to speak.
I agree with Mary here. He says Ken was gay.
But
Barbie
no.
shacked up with GI Joe.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
By the way, the reason why the word action figures exists is because the people who made GI Joe didn't want to call it a doll.
That actually makes sense because back then they wanted separate gender toys.
Right. So I mean, see, a doll and an action
Right.
figure are pretty much the same thing, except one's more marketed toward boys, the other's marketed toward girls. At least back when I
Exactly.
grew
That's
up.
kind of what I was getting at.
Right.
Now that's kind of changed a little bit.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, it's crazy, but no, like I said, getting back to the topic, these scammers, they smell the money
Yeah.
and they
They
want
always
it.
smell money.
It really gets uncomfortable when they I mean, like it's one thing when it's on a tweet or like email or a phone call. It's a lot harder when they're in your face. It's a lot
Yes.
when they're in their face.
Yeah, especially the ones at the small, yes, those hecklers. Ugh, yes.
When I was remember the nerdrotic meetup I did with
Mm-hmm.
Gary for the Spider-Man. When I was
Right.
when I was waiting when I was waiting, like there was a lady who just came up to me holding a baby, asking asking me to buy some food for her. And I'm
Oh
like,
wow.
no, but I felt terrible because she was holding the
Right.
baby. Yeah.
But some people do something like that to mess with people's conscience, like guilt trip
Well,
them. And
well,
like,
that's what it was. It was a guilt, and shit, it works. Yeah,
yeah.
that's what I say. It's a lot harder, especially like if they're like homeless people asking you for money. It's a
Yes,
lot harder. It's a lot harder.
it
Oh, I
is.
have a story about that.
I mean,
Like,
it gets easier when the more you say no, like the easier it is to do. But still, it's just kind of like
Hmm.
God. I was in Baltimore and I gave a dude my fries when I walked out because he was in my face like asking like begging me for the fries and he stunk.
Wow, now that's a bit much.
He looked desperate and he just I wanted him he stunk. I wanted him away. So I just gave him the bag and
Right.
left. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen those kind of had like one person. I came from a focus study group and they didn't pay us in cash. Now, a focus study group that I did, they paid us in a gift card, and the girl literally just goes to the Dunkin' Donuts outside the subway station, and she spends part of it to get this guy a whole dozen of donuts because he said he hadn't eaten and stuff. But yeah,
Right. I mean, like, that's fine. Like, so, they're able to find if you're able to find someone to help, that's fine. But it's like, like I don't like being approached. Like
right,
if I approach them and offer them help or something like that, but coming up to me asking for help, I don't know you.
exactly,
um, and then the first thing you do is you get in my face and make me very uncomfortable.
right.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Hey Jeffy, but yeah, like I said, these scammers, I'm just calling them out because, like I said, they do these comments saying the same old thing over and over again. Like, oh, I'm a freelance five. What is it? They should have said. Because I'll pull it up on my phone because I
yeah,
tapped it.
I did see one of them.
Yeah, there's another one too. She goes like, what does she say? Can you follow me so we can talk about your campaign? Really? Why do you
Yeah,
need to
why
follow
would you need to follow? It's a public forum, so to speak.
Yeah.
Like,
exactly?
just
It's public, and yeah,
Like, yeah, I mean, all they really have to do is click on the thing, read the reason why you're raising money. If they feel sympathetic enough, they'll they'll leave some money. If not, they'll move on. There's no
exactly.
reason
And
to
if you
hang
don't,
out.
and
exactly.
if you keep doing it, I understand, but at least retweet it. Then I
Right.
understand that too because times are hard. Yes, but at least get the word out because people I don't know. I don't know your circles. You don't know my circle. So the more people talking about it may help it get funded a little bit better.
Right. Yeah, I'm the same way, Mira. Like, I don't have cash on.
No,
Like, if I do have
I
cash on me,
barely
it's
carry.
like
Exactly.
change, chump change, or something.
No, exactly. I hate carrying cash. I mean, I would carry my card or no,
Same.
I don't carry cash. No, no.
I carry cash on me because I just do.
Well, everyone
The
Okay.
has to
most I've
realize, yeah.
ever done as far as anything with cash other than buying something
Right.
is if um if let's say well, other than tipping, it is one time I was at a Subway and they were collecting donations for a charity that I support. I don't remember what charity it was.
Right.
At the moment, it's been years. But of course, they wanted my name, and I don't
Oh,
want my
okay.
name
Oh,
on
I see.
it. I wasn't doing it for the praise, quote unquote. So
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, can I just put anonymous? And they were like, sure. So I just, wrote
That's
anonymous.
good.
But
Okay.
yeah, because I don't want praise or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I get it.
And
So
that's fine.
I
I
think
mean,
I gave like,
that's
I
totally
don't know,
fine. I mean,
$5,
I don't.
$10 or
I'll
something.
thank you privately, whoever you are. That's the way it is with the GoFundMe. I don't. I just say thank you for your donations, whoever you are, and move on. But yeah.
Hmm.
But no, my BS detector's constantly on alert, Jeffy, honestly, because I know the way these are that they talk the same way over and over and over again, and I'm just sick of it.
Right. And Mira, yeah, I've I did that once, and
Mm-hmm.
it, it was one of those things that every time he saw me after that, he would ask for money after that. And I never, after that, I was like, I'm not doing that no more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because normally, if I mean, unless there's something wrong with them, um, once they
Right.
ask you for money and you say no, normally they'll leave you alone.
Yes.
But but if you give them something, suddenly they think you guys are friends, and then suddenly it's like, hey buddy, hey, you got $20, something like that. Um, which
Yeah.
is not, yeah. Whereas and then
But
sometimes they're just not there mentally, and then they just ask anyone they
Mhm.
see for money or cigarettes. I had this lady ask me three
Mhm.
times for cigarettes as over 2 days. But yeah,
Wow. Hey, Jedi
I'm,
Ashley. That's crazy. Let me add in Mir.
I think that's Mir.
It is.
Hello, everyone.
Hello,
Hey
Mir.
there.
Hi, Mia.
Look at all these sexy people on here tonight.
Yep. Yeah, it's unfortunate they do that, Jeffy. I mean, I get them on the phone too. Like one person was trying to scam me on the phone saying, "Oh, hey, grandma, can you help me out of prison?" I'm like, I'm not a grandma.
You don't even have kids.
And then he actually has the nerve to say, "Oh, you sound kind of hot." I'm like, "Whoa, whoa,
What?
whoa!
Oh
Time
my
out!
god.
No,
Um,
no, 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 no!" Ugh.
W-
And this was even before I started dating my fiance and everything. I was like, ugh.
Want to know the real scams I get, which are impossible? Car warranty scams. I don't
I
even
get
drive,
those.
let alone own a car.
I get that
I can't
too.
even
I get that
afford a
too.
car.
I called him out and said, "Oh, why do I need a car warranty? I don't even have a car." I go,
we've been trying to reach you about your car
click.
warranty. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
we've been
you're
trying to
asking.
reach you about that car that you turned in like 5 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah, or we're here to help you with
I
your
never owned a
utility bills.
car.
I'm like, we don't pay utility bills. Talk to our apartment manager. You want their phone number?
Although technically I do know how to drive because I've taken driving lessons,
Right,
lessons, and I'm a pretty good driver, but I just don't drive. I don't know. But
right. That's fine.
I don't know. But those scams, any kind of scam is annoying. I don't answer my phone anymore because of it. I get too many scams.
Exactly. If I don't recognize the number, nope.
Yeah. And now what my phone does is it'll just tell you like scammer detected or something like that. Possible
Yeah,
scammer.
scam
My
alert. I
phone
remember
don't
seeing
do
that.
that. My
Mine
phone
does a
doesn't
little
do
bit of
that. I think
both.
I got a phone that's just earlier than that kind of updated phone thingy. I have no idea.
I
Really?
hope they
Mine's
didn't put that.
mine's younger than yours, and it still does it.
Really? Okay, then how did then
Hmm.
why
I
then
hope
why
they
didn't
didn't get
my
that
phone
money
do
from
that? It's weird.
to Jeff B. I hope they didn't get your mother's
I hope. Oh, that's
money.
awful. I hope they
That
didn't
would be
take too much
terrible.
of them.
Yeah.
Not take them to court and call them out.
Yeah. Because I think that's
That's
reprehensible.
a criminal offense, and they need to be called out immediately.
Oh, and that stuff happens all the time.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Many
Hey,
Moreville.
Jack.
Hey there, Jess.
Yes, we definitely need more Moreville. Yes, we do. Hopefully, we get
Speaking
everyone who
of
knows. The echoes are low, unfortunately. Yes,
All right,
because of her hearing aid.
Alicia, you want to
speaking
see
of
it?
elderly, the scammers did the most disgusting thing I have ever known scammers to do. And that was right after my grandmother died. And my mom and my aunt were freaking out. Good thing there were two techies that were in the condo at the time because my cousin was visiting as well. But, oh wait, no, I think it was just before. I don't know. Um, but apparently a scammer called one of them, either my mom or my aunt, um, and said something about my grandmother's social security number. Or maybe they called my grandmother's phone. I don't know. Calling about my grandmother's social
Mhm.
security number being um compromised or something. And they freaked out. And I said, Mom, it's a known scam. And I said stuff like that, and mom was still hesitant, and I said, you know what? cousin knows more than I do. Just ask him, 'cause he does. He knows more tech stuff than I do, which is fine. And luckily he was there to explain it all, so he did. We had each other's back. Stuff like that. So yeah, thank goodness. That
Yes,
was the
Mm-hmm.
Jesse,
most
yeah, we're gonna
It's
disgusting
defend you.
thing.
constant.
It's
No,
gonna
she
take
was on
it
her
takes time.
deathbed, basically.
Speaking of which, I still have schoolwork. Ugh. All right,
I did.
so
Okay.
AVP, do you want to see it?
Yeah.
I know you want to
Yes.
see it. Okay, it showed up. It's massive.
That
Is
looks
that
great.
an
I see that
alien
it
whale?
is.
That's an alien
Is
whale.
that
That's
an
nice.
alien whale gaming computer?
It is.
Awesome.
Oh my god, that is
So,
amazing.
so Alicia and I have had this discussion over the last couple of days, and have come to the determination that her computer sucks.
I agree.
And
Sorry, Alicia.
as a person that
Not
has
offended.
built a computer and all this for years and years, I said, okay, I'm gonna find you a new computer. I'm just gonna if I have to build you one, I'll do it. So yeah, I was looking around, and there's a slight defect in here. There's RGB lighting on this laptop, and there's one strip that just doesn't work, and everything else is just fine. And I got it on a hell of a discount. So yeah,
Nice.
once I've got 1 week left of school, and then I can work on this thing and actually get it set up. And I've got a whole bunch of parts lying around the house that I know that she may or may not like them. And then I also bought what's called a graphics accelerator, which is basically it's an external box where you could fit a gaming video card into it, and it connects to the
Oh
laptop.
wow.
And it's also a 4-port USB 3.0 hub. So yeah, I'm making sure that she can actually like do real games. And we're gonna have nights where I'm gonna take her out zombie hunting.
Nice.
Mia,
Because I've already
you
done the
are
zombie laser
amazing.
tag already.
Alicia, you are about to get an amazing computer.
Yeah,
Seriously.
I think that computer is better than my desktop.
I think that computer's better than my gaming computer.
It's either a 6th or 7th generation Intel processor. It's a Core i7. This is a 17-inch laptop. This is a big
Nice.
sucker.
I think that computer's better than my gaming computer, which it's okay, because at least you did heavier gaming than I do, but whatever.
I said, we're going to have nights. I'm taking her out zombie hunting. That's it. We're just going to have some fun.
Good.
I think you can have up to 4 people going simultaneously. You know, it's just
Nice.
hack apart 4 more people with chainsaws. Let's just have a good time. So yeah, it already has 16 gigs of RAM in it. I opened up the back of it this morning, and it's got 2 M.2 slots. So I'm gonna put I've got a 500 gigabyte M.2 hard drive. I'm gonna throw on there, so it'll load it up faster. And I'm gonna give you an old video card. So at least it'll be an entry-level gaming system. You know, if you want to upgrade it from there, that's your call. But I'm trying to put it at a minimum.
Very good.
So I've been busy, you know. But yeah, consider this like a very early wedding gift. Which
That's
means
fine.
that, you know,
That's fine.
Jack's gonna be able to play with it too at some point. Yeah.
I'm sure I will.
Oh, I will. And he knows I'll share with him.
And by the way, Jess, yeah, Claudia, with the whole thing with Claudius, that doesn't end well. He's talking about Hamlet. He finished,
No, it's gonna get much worse.
Act 3.
Yes, he is. That's why I said that's gonna change very, very soon. It's gonna change very, very soon. It's not gonna be pretty.
Yes, I'm wearing a Wayland Yutani hat. It's from Alien.
I swear, no matter what present idea I try to get anybody for any occasion, there's always got to be that one person that one-ups me. This time it's Mia.
I ain't one up in shit.
Well, jeez.
I didn't know it was a competition, but okay.
I know.
I didn't
I'm
either.
teasing.
Did
I'm
I just win a
teasing.
competition I don't remember starting? What the fuck?
Oh, I mean, like,
Exactly. I didn't even know I was starting a competition. Jeez.
it's like I better up my.
So,
I just gave her Kevin Smith tickets. I gotta update. I gotta up my game.
You gave me this. You gave me this little baby. You gave me this necklace.
Actually, I did give her a lot of stuff. Yeah.
there you go. That's what I'm talking about.
He did. I have some of it right here. This scrapbook too.
All right, Chloe, I'll put it to you this way. I don't know. I'm gonna move my camera just slightly, but yeah, that's what I do for a living.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's pretty cool.
Give it a second. Oh,
That is cool.
Ooh.
it does
Wow,
the dark
that's
side.
very
Rawr.
cool.
Anyway, yeah, that's what I do, or
I'd
what
have to-
I've done.
I'd have to turn that off at night though, because that would be annoying.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
it might be like that, but then I also have my kid. He's terrified of the dark, so nightlight.
Okay, yeah. Good
Leave it
point.
on. That's good.
Ah.
Um,
Dual purpose. Got it. No, that's not his nickname. I just called who? Chips? No, I just call him Chips. Chip San Diego.
Yeah.
there you
So,
go.
so when we went to the zoo, there was a 120-year-old tortoise named Chips, and they called him Chips
Right.
because his shell looks like there had been parts chipped out of it or something like that.
And somebody
Yeah.
sat on him.
Well, so when I was younger, they used to let us ride those tortoises. Uh, they don't anymore, but back then I specifically remember riding not necessarily Chips, but riding on a tortoise. Um,
Right.
and they were like, that's probably what caused the damage to his shell. I was like, I feel bad now.
Oh shit! So now it's all your fault.
Yes, yes,
Oh,
He
that's
knows I'm
phenomenal.
teasing it. He knows I'm teasing it.
I know. But
In
but
Jack's
it's,
defense, he was a kid, probably.
yeah, I wouldn't have done. Never would have done it now. But especially since I'm heavier. But also like I also know now that like back then it wasn't as humane. Yeah, so I know now. But yeah, so I sent her the tortoise and she named it Chips. Actually, no, it was named Chips when I bought it.
Yeah, because if you look at his tag, hold on, let me see if I can zoom in real quick.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to see it.
It's kind of blurry.
Yeah, it's kind of blurry. But it
But
says
it
Chips.
says Chips on.
It does
Yeah.
say Chips.
Yeah.
Yes, but but we call him San Diego because that's where he's from.
Technically, he's from the Galapagos Islands.
Right, but my mom constantly called him San Diego. She'll go, San Diego!
Right.
Hence his name, Chip San Diego, right?
hmm
Yes, that's how I got my name.
So this Chips is supposed to be a baby version of that Chips.
Yes.
Right, to move this, I can't read the chat.
Oh, don't get me started with that. It's so deep. Fucking terms. Oh, no. Don't. Oh. Now you're going to get
What's wrong with pachyderms?
I won't get serious.
What? I don't get it.
Okay. So we went to the zoo, same zoo, and
And
we
there
were
was
looking
a
at the
certain
elephant,
pachyderm that shat
and-
right in front of us.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay,
And we went to the gift shop later.
actually shot in front of you.
I wish we had it on
No.
video.
At least.
Okay, I know
So the
elephants
thing is,
did.
we went to the gift shop later. There's a notebook that they made out of the elephant poop. because it was a big wad of it. And Jack and I said, "Oh, I would hate to clean that up afterward."
It was like a mound, like um. Oh God, I wish I had.
I get it. It's like
It was.
it was full. It's full on Jurassic Park, man. The Triceratops with a giant
Just
mountain
about.
shit.
basically,
It
only elephant. It was elephant
we were-
version of it.
this large mound of shit, and I was telling her, it's like I feel bad for the people who work and have to clean that up. Like, what do you do with all that shit, right? And then we go to the
Now he
gift
was
shop.
teasing the poor elephant earlier. Now he was teasing the poor elephant earlier.
I was teasing the
was
elephant
eating.
because the elephant was grabbing like stuff from the ground with its trunk and then eating it, right? So every time he
Yeah.
put his trunk in his mouth, I would go nom. He'd be like nom, nom.
And I was
And
giggling in the
She
corner.
was giggling at that, and apparently it noticed because it looked at us, turned around on its backside, and then just took a shit right in front of us. And we started laughing and walking away. And
If he lets you know how he
And
felt
you hear
about
about
that.
10 little kids behind us go, ew!
but yeah, so like I was like, I wonder what they do with all that shit. And then we go to the gift shop
I would
and we
hate
find out that they're making notebooks out of it.
and that's become a joke.
How ghetto
Say he's
of
gonna
an
buy me
elephant
that
do you have to have? I mean,
And now he said he's gonna buy me that as a notebook. And I said, well, we're gonna make that our honeymoon, our wedding invitation paper.
could you just imagine you're looking at an elephant and he's looking you right back in the eye and saying, "Buy my shit." That's ghetto. That's serious
That was-
ghetto.
That was pretty funny though. Like, as I said, I wish we had that on
It
video.
was.
Not necessarily the shitting part, but our
Yes.
reaction.
I know. Because you can actually take wedding pictures there at the zoo, and then Jack made the comments, "Oh, I'm going to do this for you on your wedding day." I said, "Don't you dare." Don't
Someone's
you
wearing
dare.
white, someone's wearing black. No, everyone's brown. Could you imagine?
Something new, something old, something
Could you
smelly, and
just
something
imagine,
new.
like, saying your vows in front of an elephant's ass? It's already a difficult proposition as it is, but then all of a sudden, like,
Is
it
there
just
any
suddenly,
reason
like,
why
either
these
takes
two
a
should
giant,
be married?
yeah, speak now or forever hold your peace, and then either the elephant takes a dump or just suddenly gives birth to Dumbo. That's awesome. It's like, wow, I don't remember that in the script. I guess that's part of the Blu-ray extra. That little, you get that little moment there. Sorry, Elise, breathe.
No, keep going. You're good.
I'm still looking into buying them an elephant poop notebook or two.
I mean, seriously, how
Oh,
would
you
you
do that on
feel?
my
feel?
elephant coffee filter paper.
Hey, that
You
sounds
do that, I'm gonna
good.
buy you some elephant coffee
That
filter.
sounds good.
Oh, you want $150 coffee
Oh,
Yeah, if you can afford it.
poop? No, thank you. I'll
and
save
do you
that
know
for
what the
my
worst
wedding
part about
ticket.
something like that is? So just imagine that you're in that situation, your bridegroom getting married in front of an elephant's ass, and all of a sudden it drops a giant load on you. You have to pay for that.
I know.
And I'm thinking, there's no money in the world. Hopefully they give you a free elephant shit notebook afterwards or something. I'm not sure.
At least put the wedding dress through the laundry.
To answer your question, Jesse, I am perfectly sober, actually. The closest thing I have to a drink is sitting right here. Which, thank you. It's a lovely idea.
I'm partaking.
I hope Alicia had something to drink. So she can hydrate.
Water.
Good.
Water, I think.
Hydrate.
I remember, like, my
I have
mother-in-law,
Pepsi.
And I love this woman to death, and I went out of my way in one particular year because she loves giraffes. All she wanted to see was a giraffe. So I took her to Disney World, to Animal Kingdom there, and the giraffes were off on another exhibit. They were at a hotel. Then she comes up here. We go to the zoo, and apparently the giraffes just happened to give birth that day,
So they weren't
and
on display.
so
Yeah.
they're not on display. And then the last time we went, she finally got to see a giraffe, and the thing just took a 6 foot dump right in front of her, and it was like I'm sitting there thinking like, well, I guess that's why their assholes are so high up because man, there's a lot coming out that day.
Right. That's funny.
Uh, and
Oh,
so she sat there. She's like, I'm not sure I like giraffes anymore. It's like,
and
uh,
that's happened to me with a hippo before, where I did take video of this. I I was at the zoo and there was a hippo uh, place.
mhm.
You can go in the upper side and you can kind of see the hippos from the above the water, or you can go on the side and you can see the hippos as they're swimming around in the glass, right?
Mhm.
And so one of them just comes swimming right up to the glass, and I'm got there with my camera. I'm like, "Hello, hippo," and it looks at me, and then it turns around and swims away. But as it swims away, it drops a
That's
deuce
awesome.
Alicia, are
right
you
into the
okay?
camera.
You breathing? Alicia, breathe.
I understand, MP.
So funny story about hippos. There's I remember this one. It was a long, long time ago. It must have been in my early 20s, and we had gone down. Friends of mine went to the zoo to go see stuff. We were drinking just probably a little bit too much. And this is in Miami, mind you. So we get down to the exhibit, and there's a hippo there, and the thing just yawns. Uh, huh? Hi, dear. I got some. So she goes and we're sitting there, we're just like watching the thing yawns, and it's like the thing is right in front of us. The thing opens its mouth wide, and I swear to God, it was a vagina with teeth. It's the most awesome thing I've ever seen in my life. And at the same time, this particular hippos are very, very like territorial, and they're violent and don't get so there's I guess they had another hippo in there, and that thing was just took out off after this thing. It's imagine just like Lizzo trying to run a marathon. It was the most amazing thing I've ever seen in my life. It's you could just see the wind blowing against the fat of the hippo, except it wasn't windy that day, so it's just like it's a thing of just. I have no idea where I'm going with this. I just thought I'd just keep going. Oh yeah, yeah. What is this?
Oh, what the
Jesse,
heck? That
Jesse,
scam,
you're
bro.
high as hell. I agree, sir.
Mm.
Well, so I guess we found out we seem to have a lot more Nigerian princes online than normal this year.
Yeah, they have more
Man,
royalty than we have. But no,
all you have to do is send your bank routing number, and they're going to deposit a bunch of money to them. Apparently,
Oh yeah.
we're all related to black people, and
Mhm.
we're white. We're damn white.
Yep. But yeah,
What is this?
see, I'm calling them out for it.
Right.
And it's like, how am I being rude when I'm calling you out for being a scammer? How's that being rude? Explain that one.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
seriously.
Oh, I can't even read that right now.
Just curious, Stacy, do you still help promote their campaign after they respond to you so unkindly and downright rudely? The way this one responded definitely turned me and my associate away from donating.
Ooh.
Oh, hold on. I'll answer that one. Please send me a link.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I'm definitely going to it on my phone, finding it on my phone. Cause jeez.
I am set now.
Hey, look, it's me at the top. I'm number one.
There we go.
Yeah,
And yeah, you're gonna be sent to Chloe.
Okay, yeah, good. Thank you. Cause I can't do anything on my tablet while I'm in the stream.
That's fine. But so I'm the rude one.
exactly what is a level 2 seller?
There's different levels I know on Fiverr, but that's not it. I'm a
Well, I'm
freelancer
just
too on Fiverr, but I don't do that kind of crap.
well, no. I mean, you're looking to move your mother to some place that's a little bit nicer and safe. I don't know if you're close.
Yes,
You're gonna be closer to family or something down there. I don't really
exactly.
know. And yet, they're looking to get your money.
Yeah, they smell the money.
It has 9 followers asking to promote your campaign and shit. Shut the fuck up. Anyways.
Yeah.
All right, I'm done at least.
But don't you work for a campaign agency?
Me?
No, Alicia.
Well,
It's for
I
a
work for
campaign.
elections. So.
There you go. It's a campaign.
It's all right there on the. It's all right there on the GoFundMe.
Mm-hmm.
So
No,
I'm
really,
rude to you because I call you out.
You're gonna have to be
That's all.
vigilant in this case. 'Cause at the end of the day, people on the internet really, really suck.
They do, yeah. And there's more
They
people
do.
that suck
And that's why I
than
call them out.
the people that don't suck. So it gets really hard to fight them all.
Yes. Well, I'm just finding these ones.
Out of curiosity, how bad are the beggars in your area? All of us.
San Diego, not so much. More if they're crazy, if they have like a mental thing going on or something. But not so much. Not so much as that. But I've been to places. I've been to LA, in certain parts of LA. I've been to Baltimore, where like they come up to you like almost aggressively.
So the worst thing that I've seen, I mean, not so much here. I live in Tennessee, and in the city that I live in, they're actually just showing up this location. And so it's really not bad. They haven't gotten really all that creative yet. However, when you're talking about, before I lived here, I lived in Miami, and these people would get into physical fights on street corners because this is my corner, bitch.
Oh yeah. We have those kind of things here.
I mean, and so I mean, they're not just getting aggressive with us; they're getting aggressive with each other.
They used to do that here. They say, "Oh," and even though they was living in the same town, they said, "Oh, you live in the wrong neighborhood." I'm like, "Really? That's so stupid."
I don't know. There has to be some kind of solution for that. But yeah, I just don't think we're going to reach it anytime soon.
No.
Okay, my response is sent now.
See, people out here, they go crazy stuff because we're so close to DC.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we got the nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to drive to DC.
Keep your windows rolled up. I'm going to say that in all honestly. I don't mean to be funny. I'm being that seriously.
Oh no, I've been there before.
That's one
That
reason why I
I've
try
been
to
in
keep my
zoo
fans
multiple
going all
times,
night.
and I've got a really good friend of mine that I've known since kindergarten that lives outside of Baltimore.
Oh, yeah. See, I'm between DC and Baltimore, so yeah.
So whenever I head out that way, I will always make it a point to stop by and see him.
Sound good?
Oh, and he makes some awesome stuff. Speaking of, let me
Nice.
go. I'm gonna go steal it from my kids' room.
I did have this other story about this one time someone tried to scam me. Another way they'll try to scam you is they'll send you checks in the mail, real
Yes.
checks. Now, and they're for like $10,000, $20,000.
Mm-hmm.
And what they ask is this: you cash this check, you take $5,000 and send, or something like, you take a percentage of it and you send it to this other account, right? But here's the thing: those checks are probably stolen, and so if you cash that check,
It's a
like,
felony.
boom,
Or they close your bank account because they closed my bank account not once
they can
but
freeze your
twice.
account. Yeah,
Yeah.
they can. Yeah. So, I actually, before I knew this, like, I got one of these things, and it was at a time when I was like financially desperate, and and I was looking. I was like, back in the day, I was working security, like in my car in the middle of a parking lot or something like that, and I'm sitting here looking at this check, like, should I cash this check?
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't until I went home and I looked it up, I realized, oh no, this is all a fake. This is all a
Right.
scam. I should not cash it. In fact, I ripped it up and then I threw it away.
This
See,
best thing for you.
You're supposed
Yeah.
to.
Yeah.
All right,
So,
you guys want to see what my friend makes?
Sure.
Sure.
Check this out.
Ooh.
Ooh.
can you make that full screen? That's
Yes.
I wish.
it's a bonsai tree, right?
Hold on.
Yeah.
But it's not.
Oh,
Is that a real
that's
bonsai, or
pretty.
did you
No,
made it out
this
of
is
something?
this is silver wiring with
I see that now. It's so pretty.
trying to get the thing to focus, but it's not.
That is pretty.
That is really nice.
I mean, there's such intricate detail.
Is that
It's pretty
like
focused. I
That's
think.
just it's all wire. Yeah,
okay?
Wow.
it's all wire on the roots.
Cool.
There it goes.
Nice.
Wow.
I see. Okay, I see. There's like a rock, and then there's
Oh,
a
it's
ribbon.
more than a rock because this is a geode.
Oh, nice.
Oh
nice.
wow.
That's impressive. That's really nice.
That's so cool.
So, what are the leaves made out of?
The leaves are actually semi-precious stones.
Oh, wow, I'm impressed.
Yeah, can someone get my face off of this thing?
Okay.
Better get. One, it's self-service. No, I bought that for my son when we adopted him formally. And he has a very good fascination with rocks and that sort of thing.
Sweet.
And now I have to go bring it back to his room because he started complaining the second I picked it up.
All right, you go ahead and do that.
Perfect.
All right. But yeah, I had to, yeah, that was just something I remembered. That was a long time ago. That whole when I got that check, and I was like, for 2 days I was contemplating. Glad I made the right choice, because if I had not looked it up and seen like what other people did what happened when other people cashed it, I probably would have cashed it and fallen for it too,
Mm-hmm.
without even realizing it. You know,
Right.
so, yeah.
I actually have another story too.
Okay, go for it, Chloe.
It happened to my mom, or almost happened to my mom actually, but luckily me and my sister calmed her anxiety. But these stupid IRS type calls are very, very common, unfortunately, as I had learned later on than that call, because that call was years ago, and I learned that it was common more recently. But somebody had, a scammer had called her claiming to be from the IRS and said that if she didn't pay such and such money by such and such date, she would be arrested or something like that. And then she had such anxiety all night thinking that the police was gonna come get her that night.
Mm.
And my sister and I had to like talk her down from that anxiety all night. She did not send any money, but because we didn't have any money, but we had to talk her down from that anxiety all night. These scammers can be vicious.
They
You
can.
gotta be careful.
So I'm going to tell you a little story. As I am studying accounting right now, I'm actually studying for my CPA. The IRS will never call you. They will only send official correspondence in the mail. And then have you call them.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Another common thing you gotta look out for, and I've heard numerous stories on Twitter, is that, and numerous stories from other scam baiting channels, from victims and other people who have saved victims, scammers will try to get you to pay using gift cards. And victims have literally tried. People have saved victims, seen and saved victims from getting gift cards. This happens, apparently. So be on the lookout for that.
Mm-hmm.
If anybody says pay with a gift card, it's actually a scam.
So I've seen people trying to pose as bill collectors.
Yes.
They'll go and they'll call you and say, "Oh yeah, you can only pay us back in like $1,500 worth of gift cards."
Right.
Right.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
No.
That's obviously a scam. Because bill collectors do not use gift cards.
No, and neither
that
does
I would know personally
They don't call
because, well, that's a long story that's too personal to say, but trust me, I know.
Yeah, just like they won't call you. Like Apple won't call you, or Amazon, they won't call you.
Wait till they act like they're the federal government asking for Bitcoin.
Oh yeah.
Oh, great.
Oh, those are the best.
Oh yeah, or saying your social security number has been suspended.
I got that before. Well, not me, but
I don't think
that's not how that works.
I told that story recently.
And we're like, really? It got suspended? Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Not.
It's not like a driver's license.
Yeah, you hear the old lady in the background. That's not how this works. That's not how any of this works.
I love that commercial.
Even though I hate ads, I did love that commercial. One. That's not how this works. That's not how any of this works.
Yeah, that's what ad was that for? Oh, now I gotta look.
But yeah, like I said, Amazon doesn't call you, Apple doesn't call you, because I spoke to Apple one time. They said, we don't contact you. You had to contact us to contact you.
Mhm.
So yeah.
And yeah, I'm heating up some dinner since I've barely eaten anything today.
That's fine. But yeah, we're gonna slowly wrap up.
Before we do, I do watch.
It's a Geico commercial. Jesus.
Yeah. I unfriend you.
That's not.
Yeah. Before we do, I do know of a couple of good scam baiting channels, which you can learn a lot from. Can I call them out?
Yes, you can.
Am I allowed to?
Sure.
Okay. Because you'll learn a lot. The audience will learn a lot. It's Jim Browning, which I think he's the one that kind of started it all.
Right.
And and I mostly watch uh Scammer Payback.
Okay.
Those are the names of the channel: Jim Browning and Scammer Payback.
There's one
They
other
are
one too.
awesome. What?
I think there's another one. I think Trilogy Media.
Yeah, Trilogy Media is another one. I watch them sometimes. And there are probably others, but I haven't really come across them. But that doesn't mean they don't exist. I just haven't come across them really. But
Do you
Right.
remember when I had like a phone call and it was like a possible scam or whatever,
I
and
remember that.
I answered it on the speaker and I was like, "Hola." He's
He
like,
goes,
"Hello,
"Hola."
hola." And then like when he realizes that I'm speaking Spanish, he starts speaking Spanish. And I'm like, and
Yes.
like in my head, I was like, I think, like, yeah, I thought it was like, oh my God, he's bilingual. Aloha.
He was really messing with their head, and they probably hugged.
That's funny.
It's like, I do not speak Spanish, but I can tell you to go fuck yourself in 8 languages.
Well, Alicia is literally multilingual. She could probably do it.
Probably. But yeah, so scammers, adios. But yeah, the real GoFundMe's in the. I just put in the chat for you guys to check out if you can
Yes,
help out. If
please
not,
donate if you
Yes.
can, or at least share.
This, by the way, this has all been an hour and 12-minute ad for her GoFundMe campaign because
yeah,
we realized that the best way to deal with these people is to monetize them.
Mm-hmm.
exactly. So yeah, do not cross us.
Nope.
They will
And
call you.
I've done it before to where like if people had there was a one of your friends or whatever they were
Haters,
talking
yes.
they were talking crap about your campaign or whatever, and I was like, you know what? Every time you say something negative about her campaign, I'm donating $50.
You did too.
That campaign gained like $200 that day because of her.
There's no such thing as bad publicity.
Don't
Exactly.
underestimate my fiance.
Well, I mean, I just know that if I can monetize someone's like anger or hate or whatever they have against me, I will. But I'm not one of those people that like I don't have a YouTube channel, so I can't sit here and talk about
Right. You just share with me.
most.
I don't really have a YouTube channel either. I just have a blog. But I will try to get out a blog post about this GoFundMe soon.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, and yeah, the thing is, this is like this money is to help her mother move to you know Tennessee, where she'll be taken care of by her extended family. And this isn't a scam. You know what I mean? This is one of those things where we're just trying to raise money to help her mother move. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah. And so, if you can, if you're able to, definitely give. Yeah. If not, that's fine. You can share it. You can
Yeah.
talk about it. Yeah.
I mean, in one way, this is not like your typical GoFundMe where someone's trying to scam people. You're gonna say Alicia is one of the most genuine people that I know. Period.
Me too.
And I guess good boy, you said that. Good job, man.
She's basically going to be my mother soon too. So, we're engaged. So we're engaged. So
but
yeah,
and this isn't about Alicia. This is just trying to make sure that that her mom is safe. And that she's taken care of and she's with family and just it's just to make sure that she's going to be all right. And unfortunately, with how inflation has gone through the roof, all moving everything has gotten more expensive by at least 10 to 15% at minimum.
especially when fuel's been up lately. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and thank God it has come down like a dollar or
Yes.
so, but still, it's
Yes.
still like
Still too high.
regardless, it's now it's just trying to make sure that Alicia's mom is going to be in a safe place.
Yes.
That's all. That's what this money is about. It's not about going out and spending it on weed and hookers. This is,
No. No,
I mean,
I got my own money for
No.
that.
maybe if there's some left over. Come on. So,
Right.
like, mom was like, Mom, we're going out. Where are we going? Chippendales. Like, oh yeah. We're gonna get Isaac to show up and do a strip tease for the
All
two of them.
right. What the-
Oh God.
I
That would
think
be
you're
awesome.
waiting for the
And Bart will be singing it,
bachelorette
"Love me,
party
baby."
for that.
Mark Jackson,
Come on.
please come to our wedding with the Isaac outfit
That's
and
right.
and do the dance for us.
And don't forget the assless chaps.
Oh,
But
you
no,
did
but I
too
mean,
much. That
in
would-
all seriousness, this is just about trying to make sure that that Alicia's mom is in a place where she is looked after, that she is cared for, that she's around people that she knows and that she's comfortable with.
Yes.
Exactly.
And that's it.
Exactly. That way I can live
How-
my
I
life.
mean, how old is your? I don't mean to ask, but how old is your mother?
72.
She's 72 years old, guys.
Okay, the correct answer was 39.
And
Oh,
then she would just be 2 years older than moi.
you done
She'd be
messed
the
up,
same age as my
Aaron.
fiance, too.
But I mean, this is for an elderly woman who she's lived most of her life, and just it's time to have her live her golden years.
At least have her be looked after. God forbid if
Yeah.
something were to happen, there would be
Mhm.
there would
Exactly, because I'm an only child. It's not fair to expect her to do it all, really. It's not fair to expect me to do it all.
And
honestly.
I'm actually in a similar position. My mother-in-law lives in South Florida. We have been begging her to just sell the house and come up for like years now, but she's also so proud.
Mhm.
There's this,
Right.
she's in the house that's literally falling down around her, and she's 72, 72 years. So sorry, 39. My bad.
Mhm.
And yeah, we're just like, please come up. Let us help take care of you. And she actually has certain individuals that are down there that are just saying, "Oh, you can't afford to live there, or you can't afford to be on your own." It's like, you're not going to be on your own. You're going to be with us. It's just, there's a lot of fear there of
Right.
losing her independence. There's a lot of, just a ton of stuff that's
Mhm.
going on. And in the meantime, her house is literally crumbling around her. So she can't take care of it.
Right.
You know, sh-
Right.
In my experience, my grandmother, uh, my grandparents lived in New York, and my parents, or my dad and my uncle, collectively decided like that they should convince them to move to California for their later years, because both of their health were they needed to be looked after. and
Mhm.
um and so uh you know like my grandmother was in her 90s, no, my 80s, or her 80s. My grandfather was in his 70s, and he had just gone through like he had a stent in his heart or something like that. So he had
Mhm.
open heart surgery and everything. So he needed a lot of help, a lot more help than my grandmother could provide. And so we convinced them to move to California, because my uncle lives in uh, San Francisco. We live in San Diego. Um, so we did, and for the next uh, 11 years of her life, my grandmother never stopped complaining about how they took her away from her old life, or whatever.
Mm.
Um, yeah. So perhaps it's for the best. If sometimes it's tough. It's really
Yeah,
tough.
and I think she just doesn't want to give up like her quote unquote independence. At
Right.
the same time, I mean, we have a house here that's relatively it's a medium sized house, and we
Mm-hmm.
already told her that the master suite is hers. Like we have it
Mm-hmm.
upstairs that has two rooms upstairs and a much smaller bathroom. Like we'll take that in a heartbeat so that she can have the room that
Right.
she needs in the house.
Right.
It's just not even a question about it. It's like we're just gonna move. We're just gonna do it, and just to make sure she's more comfortable and she has like what she really needs. And even in our we have a little area that's attached to our master bedroom that can be like a little even like a second smaller living room.
Mm-hmm.
So she could have at least something to do her arts and crafts and to sit down and watch TV, provided that she doesn't want to watch what my kiddo wants to watch.
I get it, but yeah.
Yeah.
And my grandmother, she was pretty stubborn, but one of the initial reasons why mom and I and my sister moved to the location I'm at now is to be a little bit closer to my grandmother. Well, technically grandparents at the time, but grandmother basically.
Mm-hmm.
Because she was obviously getting older, but she was stubborn and wanted to keep her for dependent as long as she could. But after a while, um, things started to happen, and we took more trips to her house, or she took more trips over to our house, and that was the way until we tried to talk on to staying with us for a while. She just wouldn't have it, but when people get to a certain age, they do need to be taken care of just a little bit more by their loved one. But it's not them losing their independence. It's just they need to be taken care of and a little bit more for their safety, and that's okay. We need to somehow get them to realize that. I don't know how, but
Well,
yeah.
they become at that age they become Egyptian because they're in denial. That joke.
Clever, clever.
Okay, okay, I see the dad joke there.
But no, I mean, in all seriousness, I'm trying to get my mom moved because I'm an only child, and it's not fair to expect me to put my life on hold just to take care of her. Honestly,
Yeah,
That
bullshit,
is
lady.
true.
She's gonna like chain you up to the hip or something.
I mean, people think that I'm like, no, come on. She's saying
Exactly.
that she wants me to live my life. She wants me to get married. She wants me to do things. So as an only child, it falls all on me, and it shouldn't be, honestly. And that's why I'm reaching out to all of you to say, hey, help, please.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
don't scam me.
Yeah. Don't try and scam her. Don't. Just if you relate to the story, if you feel for her mother in any way, give. If
And if you
not, don't
can't
hate.
give, just
You know,
retweet it or something, share it out,
well,
we
whatever.
yeah,
should do like a gaming telethon or something.
I'd love to do that.
telethon.
Yeah, what the hell?
I mean, I tried doing that, but
Jerry
yeah.
Lewis is dead, man. His monopoly's over.
Well, maybe we could try to figure out how to do that. That'd be cool.
We can figure that out after we finish the stream. But yeah, thank you all for coming, everybody. So we will see you guys tomorrow night where we'll be doing some more Jackbox games for the first time in a
That's
long,
right.
long time.
Oh, I'm
Yay!
there.
Yep.
Yay.
I can't wait for the happy stuff.
Yes, so we'll see you tomorrow night at 7:30 Eastern, 6:30 Central, 5:30 Mountain, and 4:30 Pacific. See you guys tomorrow night. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
All right.